Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
That basin's like a furnace, Micah.
Yeah, can't say I relish crossing it this time of day.
Why don't we camp for now and cross it tonight?
Well, might be a good idea. Grub up here, rest a few hours, and head out about midnight. I'll be glad when we get Laughing Boy off our hands.
Every time I look at him, I feel like scratching myself. All right, Stanley, get off that horse and make up your betting.
I sure wish you fellas would think twice about keeping these here irons on me. I'll rustle up some firewood, Lucas. You just ain't giving me a sporting chance, Mr. McCain.
More of a sporting chance than you and your drunken Indian friends gave that rancher and his family.
Well, you wouldn't want us to lift hair pieces off alive, folks, Mr. McCain.
Stanley, get your betting down before I shove you under a rock where you belong.
Hey! Who's gonna die first, huh, Marshal? You, Mr. McCain? Me? Or maybe me. Maybe I got nothing to lose, being as how they're gonna hang me. Halfway across, no water.
We'll round up those horses, Stanley. You're gonna be needing water just as bad as we do.
Oh, you didn't hear me good before, Mr. McCain. I said I got nothing to lose. Go ahead! Run! Run! And I'm betting, and I'll be on my feet at the end. I'm betting old Stanley here will live to stomp on your graves by sundown tomorrow.
Black of mine will keep going till he finds water. Probably hit those other two over those foothills.
Them animals sure are dumb. Running helter-skelter off like that. They ought to know better. Go on, get out there and get busy collecting firewood. Anything you say, Marshal. I won't mention that a gas shouldn't do the work around here. Politeness is the way I was brought up. Every time he opens his mouth, I feel lost. Like I was playing checkers blindfolded.
Now, don't let him get under our skins, Micah. We've got our own problem. 100 miles on foot, no water.
Lucas, I'm not gonna let this become your problem. You've made this trip as a favor to me. Well, as of now, I'm releasing you from your oath as deputy.
Don't get your meaning, Micah.
My meaning is you're a husky young fella capable of getting to Santa Fe if you don't have somebody like me slowing your steps.
If you think I'm gonna leave you alone with Stanley, you're more loco than he is.
I'm just being practical. The Indians haven't called this place Devil's Crossing for nothing. If you get to Santa Fe, you can get water and horses and come back for us.
Come back to do what? Bury you?
Lucas, I'm figuring the worst here. You got a son to go back to. I know you can make it alone. Oh, I can make it alone too, Marshal, if you think of splitting up. What makes you think we will make sure you dying first? Well, Marshal, you and Mr. McCain ever shoot a man down, didn't have a gun? I'm gonna stomp on your grave, Marshal. Just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stomp and stomp. You ever see a man sweating out his life, Mr. McCain?
We'll be moving out when the moon is up, Stanley, so save your breath.
I seen it once. Seen a man sweating out his life drop by drop. Sure be a sight tomorrow. I just can't wait to see if you're half the man people say. We sure ain't gonna get no place hanging back like that, Mr. McCain. Ain't traveled for 5 hours. Maybe never 100 hours get us to Santa Fe.
You all right, Micah?
No complaints, Lucas.
Micah.
Ain't nowhere near noon yet, Marshal. Well, that old sun gets feeling chipper. There's nothing like taking a little walk in the sun to bring out the age in a man, Lucas.
Another hour, Micah. We'll make camp. We can rest by day and travel by night. Come on.
I was thinking about now, I could kind of do you fellas a favor. Sort of ease a poor situation, like they say.
All right, turn around, Stanley, and get moving.
Oh. Well, I just figured that you might like to know where there's some water. Oh, kind of perked your ears, didn't it? I figured about now you'd be in the mood for swapping. You know, water for the keys, these here irons.
Where would you get water?
Well, when the marshal shows his key, we'll talk about the where. Those irons are staying on you, Stanley. You're back behind bars again. Well, you just keep thinking about that water I'm offering. Nice, cool water in turn for taking these irons off and just sort of turning your backs while I go on. You just keep thinking. Here.
You don't believe him, do you?
Ordinarily, I wouldn't, except I recall how that band of Indians Stanley took up with used to cross this basin without carrying any water at all. I tell they found a hidden spring somewhere. Kept it covered up just to make sure nobody else could use it.
He wants his freedom. He wouldn't promise water if he couldn't deliver it. I think if Stanley gets thirsty enough, he'll say where that water is, chains or no.
Well, you might be right.
Good chance there is water. Gives us a ray of sunshine. Not that we need it. Come on. Micah?
What are you doing? If there's a mud hole around, I can spot it from up here.
What's the matter, Stanley? You afraid he'll see that secret water hole of yours?
I can stick your nose 2 inches from that water, Mr. McCain, and you wouldn't see it.
Anything, Micah?
You might see a right fine mirage from that high up, Marshal. Nothing, Lucas?
Micah! Micah! Are you all right? Micah. Are you all right?
Fool thing to do. Yeah.
Let me stitch over here in the shade. What's the matter?
Well, offhand, Lucas, boy, I'd say I had a cracked rib or two. Anything old Stanley here could do, Marshal, you just say a word.
Look, Mike, I think we better rest here a couple of hours till you get your wind back, huh?
You could say it right out, Lucas. It's more than wind I'll be needing.
Seems to me all we do is stop and rest. You don't take to me, do you, Mr. McCain?
Lucas, let's not mince words. Something's happened to me. I'm drying out a lot faster than I thought I would.
I'm beginning to think we better agree to Stanley's terms, Micah.
You think I could ever face the people of North Fork knowing that Stanley might be with some outlaw band, torturing and killing again?
Look, I'll hunt him down for you, I promise you. The important thing now is for you to get water.
I sure wish you fellas let me on a talk. Gets kind of lonesome over here.
No, Lucas, water or no water. I've got a hunch you'll beat this thing and reach Santa Fe alive. Now, you go on with Stanley. When he drops, you just keep right on walking.
By tonight, Stanley should be thirsty enough to say where that water is.
By tonight? Yeah. Maybe he'll crack.
A man out here could last a whole day. Maybe even two if he took it easy.
Yeah.
Or he could burn himself out in an hour.
Any hurry in this heat, you won't even last an hour.
Not me, Mike. I'm talking about Stanley. If I could burn him out, get him to the point where he'd sell what's left of his soul for water, then you've got a chance.
You know, I sure was raised better to be whispering around company the way you fellas are.
What do you think?
Might work.
It'll work, Micah. If there's water, that's the only chance we've got.
Yeah. All right, Lucas. Don't overplay your hand. To drive him, you'll have to drive yourself.
I'll be back, Mike. All right, on your feet, Stanley.
You ain't gonna leave a good friend like Marshall behind, are you, Mr. McCain? Something I wouldn't do personally. Hey, better not go to sleep there, Marshal. That buzzard's been known to pick a man's eyes when he's still breathing.
All right, Stanley.
Don't you worry about me, Lucas.
Any place in particular you're choosing to die, Mr. McCain?
Just start walking, Stanley. It's gonna be a walk you'll never forget.
Mr. McCain, you don't know this country like I know it. You keep moving in this sun, first thing you know, you just stop moving. The throat gets so dry, it just sticks together.
All right, keep moving, Stanley. Over those rocks.
Well, them rocks don't lead no place except down the other side. Easier to go around it.
Up, Stanley.
You know, the last hour we've been walking places even dumb mules, these ain't fit to walk. Dust a foot deep. You know, over rocks is sharp enough to shave on. Don't make sense. You go up. I'll go around. I'll meet you.
Over the rocks, Stanley.
Oh, we're playing a game. Is that it, Mr. McCain? Well, you should have told me we're playing a game. You or me? Who drops first? You want to run fast, is that it? Well, maybe we can play the game together, Mr. McCain. See if you can keep up with me.
We sure got fun, Mr. McCain, going around in circles. You know, I figured about now you and me can strike a bargain. That water for you just sort of turning your back.
On your feet and keep going.
Ain't anybody gonna know except us, Mr. McCain. Marsh'll be dead. Don't have to say that you gave in. You just say that I kind of sneaked off while your back was turned. All right, Mr. McCain. You want it like this? Old Stanley will oblige. I just come over to see if I could be of any help, Mr. McCain.
Stanley, I'm warning you.
You know, I seen men walk in this desert, son, till they thought every sand hill was a cool pool of water. You know, it's funny, Mr. McCain. Not only looks like water, it tastes like water. I seen a man once. He started poking that dirt down his throat, and he didn't even know it was dirt. And it started strangling him. It's gonna happen to you, Mr. McCain. And I'm gonna be around and lend a helping hand. Old Stanley's gonna be right here helping poke that nice water dirt down your throat. Can't do it, McCain.
Oh, yes, I can. All I have to do is think of that burning wagon and that rancher and his family. All I have to do is think that it'll happen again if you stay alive and go free, Stanley.
Like I said, Mr. McCain, I'm gonna be around to stomp on your grave.
No, you are not.
I'm gonna be around and help poke that water dirt down your throat.
Lucas! Don't, Lucas! Micah, I'm all right, Lucas. Travel around, get nowhere. That's what we've been doing. Lucas, you're too strong a man to let this desert beat you. You go on and leave Stanley. The desert will do for him what the law wanted to do. You can come back for me.
Stanley got big things to do! Big!
You've lived among the Indians, Stanley. You've seen men go blind being held down in the sun like this. Now you tell me where that water is, Stanley. Or so help me, I'll stake you out to dry like a steer hide. Stanley, where's the water? Where's that water, Stanley? Lucas!
Lucas!
We're there all the time! Right on top of you! You fools! Look! Hey!
What's he up to now, Micah? He's losing what little mind he had left.
Oh, Barry, he went to go do his coming nose damn me. There it is. Oh, Stanley, don't have to dig in no rocks. Not old Stanley. Please call the Stanley.
Lucas, he's swallowing dirt. Stanley! That's the end he predicted for me. Stuffing dirt in his mouth, believing it was water. Micah! It's the horses, Micah! It's water, Micah. An underground spring. That's where the horses came back. They smelled water. This is what Stanley was pointing to. He couldn't crawl here, so he imagined the water was flowing out to meet him. Don't worry, fella. In a few minutes, you'll have all the water you want.
I took care of the drying, too.
Thanks, son.
And the rest of the week, I'll do the washing and drying both. Till you're better, that is.
Thanks again, Mark. You know, by next week, I ought to be fit enough to keep that squirrel hunting date with Micah.
That's what I had in my mind.
What?
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter, son. We've got plenty of water on the ranch. It's funny how you take the good things for granted. Go ahead. Let me help you, as a matter of fact.
I'll stop. What do you know?